Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money like a magnet, while others chase it their entire lives and never quite catch it? It's not just about working hard. It's not even about being born into wealth. The truth is, financial success is no longer reserved for the elite. It's built on principles, hidden rules that the wealthy follow almost religiously, and most people never even hear about. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 8 of those secrets, and I promise, these aren't the recycled tips you've heard before. These are mindset shifts and money strategies that separate the financially free from the forever broke. If you've ever felt stuck, like you're spinning your wheels financially, this could be the exact blueprint you need. Let's uncover the secrets the successful never needed to be told, but you deserve to know. Let's get one thing straight. You were not born to be broke. You were not put on this planet just to pay bills, survive paycheck to paycheck, and wonder why the dream always feels just out of reach. Somewhere deep inside you, you've always known you're meant for more. More freedom, more abundance, more control over your life. But here's the reality. The system was never designed to teach you how money truly works. School skipped it, society avoided it, and most people around you, they're winging it. Financial success isn't about luck. And it's not about how many hours you grind. It's about mastering the rules the wealthy live by. Today, you're going to learn 8 secrets that can completely change your financial destiny. These are the tools that can take you from surviving to thriving, no matter your age, background, or bank balance right now. These secrets don't require a degree. They don't need a rich family. What they need is a decision from you to stop settling and start building the life you were always meant to live. So take a breath, get focused, because in the next few minutes, you're going to unlock something that most people never will. The mindset and money moves that lead to real, lasting financial success. This is your turning point. Secret 1. Pay yourself first. Always before you pay the rent, before the groceries, before you clear that credit card. Pay yourself first. This is the #1 rule the financially successful swear by, yet most people ignore it. They treat saving money as something they'll do later, after life stops throwing bills at them. But that later? It rarely comes. Paying yourself first means this. The moment you receive your income, set aside a specific portion, 10%, 20%, even 30%, and treat it as untouchable. This money isn't for emergencies. It's not for splurging. It's for building your future. It's the seed of your freedom fund, your wealth engine. And here's why it matters. If you don't prioritize your future, your present will always hijack your paycheck. There will always be another expense, another reason to postpone investing in yourself. But once you flip that mental switch, once you start treating saving like a non-negotiable, you step out of survival mode and into strategy mode. The wealthy don't save what's left after spending. They spend what's left after saving. That's how they grow empires while others tread water. So, what does this look like practically? It could be an automatic transfer into an investment account every time you get paid. It could be splitting your paycheck before it even hits your checking account. The method doesn't matter. The discipline does. It's not about the amount. Even saving $5 from a $50 paycheck is a start. The act trains your brain to prioritize future you. Over time, it builds confidence, control, momentum. It's about proving to yourself that you are not just a consumer, you're a builder. And once you start building, the game changes. Secret 2. Understand the real value of time, not just money. Most people chase money. The wealthy chase time. And that single difference in focus creates 2 very different lives. Time is your most valuable currency. You can always earn more money, but you'll never get back a single second of time wasted. And yet, millions of people spend their lives exchanging their most precious resource, time, for the lowest return possible. They trade hours for dollars at jobs they hate. They waste weekends on distractions that bring no growth. They delay their dreams, assuming they'll have more time someday. But someday is not a day on the calendar. It's an illusion. Financially successful people protect their time, like billionaires protect assets. They invest their time where it multiplies, learning, building, connecting, and compounding. They ask themselves, is what I'm doing right now bringing me closer to freedom? or just keeping me busy? That question alone can change your life. Think about this. If you earn $20 an hour and spend 2 hours scrolling through social media or binge watching a show, you've just thrown away $40 of potential productivity. Now imagine that habit repeating daily, weekly, monthly, over a year. That's thousands of dollars in wasted opportunity. But more importantly, it's time you'll never reclaim. The rich buy back their time through systems, outsourcing, investments, and leverage. They use money to create more time, and use that time to create even more wealth. It's a cycle the average person never enters because they're too caught up in the trap of earning to live instead of building to escape. Want financial success? Start thinking in terms of return on time, not just return on money. Audit your day like an investor. Look for time leaks. Eliminate them. Redirect that time into learning new skills, starting that side hustle, or strategizing your financial roadmap. Because here's the truth. Every minute you waste now is a debt you're charging to your future self. Secret 3. Stop trading time for money. Build income that works without you. Here's a brutal truth. If you only earn money when you're working, you'll never be free. This is the modern financial trap. Most people believe they're progressing because they've got a job, maybe even a high-paying one. But the moment they stop working, whether it's burnout, layoffs, or life circumstances, the money stops too. That's not freedom, that's dependency. The rich understand this early. They focus on building income streams that don't rely on constant effort, also known as passive or residual income. Think dividends from investments, royalties from digital products, rental income, business systems that run without micromanagement. These are engines that run while you sleep. Let's break it down. Trading time for money is linear. 1 hour equals X dollars. There's a hard ceiling. But when you build income-producing assets, you disconnect earnings from effort. You move into exponential territory. You write one ebook and it sells 1,000 copies. You invest in one index fund and it grows every year with compounding returns. You create one YouTube video or course and it earns ad revenue for years. Now, does this mean passive income is easy? No. Nothing is truly passive in the beginning. It takes effort up front, learning, building, failing, iterating. But once it's built, the shift is magical. Your time becomes yours again. You start making choices based on purpose, not survival. This is why side hustles matter. This is why digital products, affiliate marketing, investing and entrepreneurship aren't just buzzwords. They're lifelines out of the time for money trap. Even if you love your job, building income that works without you is essential. Because jobs can end, economies can shift, life throws curveballs. Passive income is your safety net and your stepping stone to actual wealth. If your money doesn't work while you sleep, you'll be working forever. So ask yourself, what are you building that can earn without you? Because until your income is scalable, your freedom is negotiable. Secret 4. Master the power of compound growth. And start early. If there's one force in finance that can turn average earners into millionaires, it's compound growth. Einstein reportedly called it the 8th wonder of the world, and he wasn't exaggerating. Compound growth is simple in theory. It's when your money earns interest, and then that interest earns interest, and it snowballs over time. But the magic doesn't lie in the percentages. It lies in the patience. See? Most people underestimate just how explosive compounding can be over decades. Why? Because in the early years it feels slow. You invest a little, and your account grows, but barely. It's tempting to think it's not working. That's the mistake. Compound growth is like planting a tree. It grows underground before it bursts upward. Let's take an example. If you invest $300 a month starting at age 25 with a modest 8% return, you'll have over $700,000 by age 65. But if you start at age 35, just 10 years later, you'll only have about $340,000. Same monthly amount, same return. But you cut your future wealth in half just by waiting a decade. That's how powerful time is in compounding. The financially successful don't wait until later. They don't wait for more income. They start with what they have and let time do the heavy lifting. Because time is the one factor in compounding you can never get back. So how do you use this? Start today. Open that investment account. Automate your contributions. Whether it's a retirement fund, a broad index fund, or even dividend-paying stocks, get the money working. Don't watch it daily. Don't obsess over market dips. Trust the process. And here's a mindset shift. Instead of asking, how much money can I make fast? Start asking, how much can I make by staying consistent for the next 20 years? That's the question wealthy minds ask. Because compound growth rewards the disciplined, not the impulsive. And those who respect it now will have financial peace others can only dream of later. Secret 5. Build financial literacy. Treat it like a daily practice. Want to know why most people never achieve financial success? It's not a lack of opportunity. It's not bad luck. It's a lack of financial education. And that's not their fault. Society never teaches this. You can go through 16 years of formal education and never learn how credit works, how to invest, or how to build wealth. But the moment you realize this knowledge gap exists, the responsibility to close it becomes yours. The rich don't leave money to chance. They study it. They treat financial literacy like fitness, a skill to be trained, not a one-time course. They read books. They follow thought leaders. They listen to financial podcasts during commutes. They analyze budgets, investment strategies, tax laws. They understand how interest rates, inflation, and market cycles affect their future. Financially successful people become students of the game, and that changes everything. Think about this. If you spend just 15 minutes a day learning about money, how to grow it, protect it, and multiply it, that's 90 hours a year of financial wisdom. That's more than most people get in a lifetime. Now imagine stacking that learning year after year. You start to see patterns. You learn how to spot opportunities. You avoid scams. You stop fearing economic downturns and start preparing for them. You move from reacting to leading. And financial literacy isn't just about money. It gives you confidence. Confidence to say no to bad deals. Confidence to negotiate. Confidence to walk away from jobs or situations that undervalue you. Want real financial power? It starts with understanding the rules of money. Because when you do, you can finally stop playing the game blindfolded. Make it a habit. Read a page. Watch a video. Analyze your spending. Just feed your financial brain daily and watch how quickly the world opens up to you. Secret 6. Eliminate lifestyle creep. Upgrade your wealth, not just your image. Every time your income rises, you face a choice. You can use that raise to build wealth or to inflate your lifestyle. Most people choose the second. Subconsciously, they get a better paying job, and suddenly, the car gets upgraded. The apartment gets bigger, the gadgets get flashier, the dinners get more expensive, and before they know it, their bank account looks the same. Or worse. That's lifestyle creep, the silent killer of financial progress. It feels harmless, even deserved. But it's a trap disguised as success. See, financial success isn't about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep and grow. There are six-figure earners living paycheck to paycheck because every dollar they gain gets swallowed by a new expense. And there are middle-income individuals who retire early because they mastered the art of restraint. Here's the trick. When your income increases, lock in your lifestyle at a modest level and divert the extra into investments, debt reduction, or savings. Use your raises to create freedom, not impress strangers. Because the truth is, most people spend money to signal success, not to secure it. Financially successful individuals understand that luxury is a byproduct of wealth, not the pathway to it. They drive the same car for 10 years. They live below their means while building massive investment portfolios. They delay gratification, not because they're cheap, but because they're smart. They know that the real flex isn't a new phone or designer bag. It's waking up on a Tuesday with zero obligations and complete financial freedom. So here's your move. Next time you get a raise or a bonus, pause. Don't spend it. Don't upgrade. Funnel it straight into your future. Let it compound. Let it buy you time and options. That's how you beat the lifestyle inflation trap and actually get ahead. Because looking rich isn't the same as being rich. And when the spotlight fades, only one of those actually lasts. Absolutely. Let's continue our deep dive journey into wealth mastery with secrets 7 to 9 of achieving financial success. Each principle is broken down clearly and powerfully in 40 to 50 fluid sentences designed to sound smooth, engaging, and insightful as an audio monologue. Let's go. Secret 7. Treat money like a business, not just a paycheck. Here's a mindset shift that separates the wealthy from the average. The financially successful treat every dollar like a soldier in their business army. See, most people think of money as something you earn, then spend. The money comes in, they pay bills, they buy stuff, and the cycle repeats. It's a loop. But those who achieve financial success, they treat money as a resource, a strategic tool, a business asset. They look at income, expenses, cash flow, return on investment, not emotionally, but like a CEO running a company. Ask yourself this: if your personal finances were a business, would it be growing or losing money every quarter? Financial winners audit themselves constantly. They ask, where is my income coming from? How can I increase it? What are my fixed versus variable expenses? What can I cut without hurting performance? What's giving me a return? What's draining my resources? They track every dollar, not because they're obsessed, but because they're intentional. They budget, they forecast, they strategize. They don't just work for money, they make money work for them. Think about this. A business wouldn't survive if it operated on impulse spending, ignored its debts, or forgot to reinvest profits. Yet millions of people run their personal finances like this every single day. The wealthy flip the script. They build income streams. They manage risk. They hire professionals when needed, accountants, advisors, even financial coaches, because they know their time is valuable and their money deserves structure. This doesn't mean you need to start a company, but you must adopt a business-like mentality. Use spreadsheets, set quarterly financial goals, review your P&L, that's your income versus outflow. Ask, is your company, your life, becoming more profitable? And here's the kicker. Once you treat your money like a business, you'll stop making emotional decisions and start making strategic ones. And that's when financial success becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Secret 8. Protect your downside. Defense is just as powerful as offense. Everyone wants to talk about making money. Investing, side hustles, real estate, crypto, there's excitement in the offense. But here's what most people forget. Defense matters just as much. Sometimes even more. Because no matter how much you earn, if you're not protecting what you have, you'll never build lasting wealth. Financially successful people think like chess players. They're not just chasing the next move, they're thinking 10 moves ahead, predicting risks, and defending their position. They carry proper insurance, not just the minimum. They protect their health because medical bills can bankrupt anyone. They build emergency funds, not for peace of mind, but for survival in chaos. They don't put all their money in one investment. They diversify. They hedge. They plan for what could go wrong so they can survive long enough for what could go right. This mindset saved thousands of people during economic crashes. When COVID hit, those with 6 months of expenses saved didn't panic. They pivoted. When housing markets collapsed, those who didn't over-leverage their real estate portfolios didn't lose their homes. They bought more at a discount. That's the difference between being rich for a moment and staying rich for a lifetime. Protection isn't glamorous. You won't see it on Instagram. But it's what keeps your financial foundation from crumbling when life punches you in the face. And trust me, it eventually does. So what can you do? First, build that emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a high-yield savings account. Second, check your insurance. Health, car, home, life. Get the right coverage, even if it costs a bit more. Third, avoid high-risk, all-in investments. Spread your money out. Stay agile. Remember, offense builds wealth. Defense preserves it. And real financial success is about keeping what you build, not just building it fast. Now you know the secrets. Not theories, not wishful thinking, but real time-tested principles the wealthy live by every single day. But knowing isn't enough. Because secrets don't change your life. Action does. So here's your moment. Right now. The line in the sand. You can walk away and do what most people do. Nothing. Stay in the same patterns. Keep hoping. Keep waiting for the right time. Or you can decide that today is the turning point. Go back to Secret 1. Play this entire list again. Pick one principle, just one, and apply it. Today. Before the day ends. Before life distracts you. Before comfort pulls you back into the old routine. Build the habit. Track your money. Start the emergency fund. Learn a new income skill. Open the investment account. Think long-term. Whatever your starting point, start. Because the gap between where you are now and where you want to be, it's not luck. It's not background. It's not intelligence. It's action. Consistent, focused, unstoppable action. Every wealthy person you admire didn't get there by accident. They made hard choices when no one was watching. They planted seeds. They built systems. They failed, learned, and got better. And now, they have freedom, peace, power. And so can you. If this message hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Don't keep it to yourself. You never know who's one insight away from changing their life. And if you're truly serious about mastering your money, watch our next video. The harsh truth about compound interest. Why it fails without big money. Oh, it'll show you the side of wealth building no one talks about, and how to make compounding actually work for you, even if you're starting small. You've got the blueprint. You've got the tools. Now build the life. Because financial success isn't a dream. It's a decision. And that decision, it starts right now.